Hello, my beautiful and wonderful people. You're welcome to my channel, a home of riches. My regard and my greetings to you. If you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe and thank you for subscribing. Today, we are diving deep into one of the most talked about stories currently stirring social media, Priscilla Ojo pregnancy reveal. The drama that followed, the power behind the praying mother like Iyabo Ojo. Now, this gist isn't just surface level. It's got blessings, backlash, accusations, curses, and of course, prayers and celebrations. So grab your popcorn or your favorite drink and let's unpack it all in a chilled and respectful way. So let's rewind a bit. Priscilla Ojo, the beautiful daughter of Nollywood actress and entrepreneur Iyabo Ojo, surprised the internet with her pregnancy reveal. And when I say surprise, I mean just drop. The photos that hit the internet, stunning. She was glowing, young, healthy, and clearly in a good place, emotionally and physically. Fans, friends, and many celebrities were genuinely happy. You could see the love pouring in for her and her mom. And honestly, it was a beautiful moment. A mother seeing her daughter about to become a mother too, full circle. But you know how the internet is, where there is celebration, someone somewhere must find a way to stir wahala. So investigative journalist Kemi, or as some would say, drama magnet, she came online shortly after Priscilla pregnancy photos surfaced, advising Iyabo Ojo to take Priscilla inside. She said pregnancy should not be shared in real time online due to enemies of progress. Now let's pause. To be fair, there is some truth to that. We live in a world where spiritual attacks are real. Some people don't like to see others blessed, especially young, beautiful, successful women like Priscilla. Kemi cited scary story of women who were in perfect health, traveled abroad to give birth after, showing themselves online and showing their pregnancy and were flown back in body bags, chilling stuff, right? At first, many people, myself included, understood her caution, but then the story twisted. Just when we thought Kemi was coming from a place of concern, she pivoted sharply. She went on to say that Priscilla and Juma Jukes had welcomed a baby via surrogacy, that everyone can have a baby now, just rent a womb. Wait, what? That's where she lost a lot of people. Priscilla is clearly pregnant. She's not hiding it. She's young, in good health, and glowing like never before. So why spin a narrative that the pregnancy is fake or via surrogacy? This part didn't feel like concern anymore. It felt like an unnecessary attempt to stir doubt, question a young woman's journey, and maybe even discredit her joy. People were genuinely confused. Was it shade, jealousy, or just calculated way to trend? We all saw her baby bump, the glow, the maternity shoot, the baby shower, everything. Saying someone used a surrogate when there is clear evidence of natural pregnancy is just wild. It's not only wrong, it's actually disrespectful. And as if that wasn't enough, now just watch this.
Edeka was to Dr. Kemi Olunloyo on Monday, the 28th of July, 2025. Iyabo Ojo, I'm very spiritual. It was a boy, I heard. You just don't know. Omotobi is actually Mohbad. Omoye, problem to Omoye ma fun Iyabo. I'm telling you. Grandson, Iyabo, your first grandson, Mohbad lebitemo. I'm only telling you, you just gave birth to Mohbad. Priscilla just gave birth to Mohbad.
This woman no go ever tire. So now she's saying Priscilla gave back to Mohbad, that Iyabo should name the baby Mohbad because he has come back on a mission. Ewo, this gist don't enter another dimension entirely. Make we talk true. How did we move from surrogate talk to, reincarnation Mohbad? Like, is it content creation or spiritual confusion at this point? The woman said a whole lot of things. I just caught some part of it. First of all, this is a new baby, not a spiritual comeback tour. People are mourning Mohbad, respecting his legacy, trying to seek justice. Then, boom, Kemi comes online saying he's back on top innocent baby whale just landed. And let's not forget, Priscilla is a 23-year-old woman who has been glowing and minding her soft life. Now someone is dragging her and her child into conspiracy theory that sound like rejected Nollywood script. Kemi even drops on Yoruba lines to back up the claims. But honestly, no proverb or incantation can make this gist make sense. This one past investigative journalism, now content for clout. Let's call it what it is. As if that wasn't enough drama, Lizzy Anjorin took it 10 steps further. She went online and began raining curses on Iyabo Ojo, Priscilla, and even the unborn baby.
I watch your video now where you cause the newborn baby. Ati ya ọmọ atomo ló ma ṣọkọ àti Iyabo Ojo. gbogbo yín máa ṣọ́kú ni àdàbí tó ẹ kò sì tọ́ Iyabo Ojo gbé wá síbí báyìí Iyabo Ojo máa ṣọ́kú tọmọ ẹ̀ ní Iyabo Ojo máa ṣorí burúkú kò láyé pẹ̀lú ọmọ ẹ̀ ní àtọmọ ọmọ ẹ̀ Iyabo Ojo máa mọ sàárè gbogbo ọmọ ẹ̀ against me ogun ló máa pa ìdánù ogun ló máa fẹ́ jẹ́wẹ́.
Hold on. Causing an unborn innocent child, that's beyond extreme. That's not beef, that's spiritual warfare. And if we are being honest, most people find that part disturbing. There are ways to disagree with someone. There are ways to call out what you don't like. But dragging an unborn baby into your anger, that's unacceptable. And let's not forget, words carry power. Causes are not light things to throw around. They can backfire. Karma exists. And sometimes, when you speak evil over someone who has done you no harm, you might be the one who pays for it in the long run. But as we have seen many times before, when Iyabo is under attack, she doesn't fold. She doesn't exchange curses for curses. Instead, she went into prayer mode. And I'm not talking about just ordinary prayer. She declared, she covered her daughter and her unborn grandchild spiritually, and she reminded the world that no weapon formed against her family will prosper. There's something powerful about a praying mother, especially one who knows her spiritual authority. Iyabo didn't waste time engaging in online back and forth. She made powerful declaration over her daughter and unborn grandchild. Honestly, that's the kind of energy we all need around us. The kind that speaks blessings when others are throwing shade. The kind that cancels curses before they land. Where Kemi and Lizzy are in their covens expressing bitterness. Priscilla is now in Canada preparing to give birth in peace. Iyabo has joined her for Omugo, that beautiful African tradition where a mother helps care for her daughter and grandchild after childbirth. It's such a wholesome full circle moment. And yes, Priscilla had her baby shower recently. And guess what? It was classy, elegant, and joyful. Family, close friends gathered to celebrate this new season in her life. The atmosphere was filled with joy and, love, no drama, no negativity, just good vibes. An adage in my place said, which means an animal you are shooting gun and is still eating cud as if no attack is on it. Honestly, the way people have gone out of their way to attack Priscilla and her innocent baby is not just shameful, it is disturbing. It's really sad how bitterness and jealousy can make people lose their humanity. What did Priscilla do to deserve this? She's minding her business, living a soft life and growing her family with support of her loving mother. If that offends someone, the problem is with them, not with her. Priscilla is blessed. That's why the attack keep coming. Because some people simply can't stand to see a young woman walk in light, love and ease. But blessing doesn't bow to curses anyway, and mother's prayer will always speak louder than online noises. So to those it may concern, leave Priscilla alone. Leave her new baby alone. If you don't have love or blessing for them, keep scrolling. Priscilla deserves better. This is her first journey into motherhood, and instead of being allowed to enjoy it peacefully, her child is being dragged into wide narrative. Kemi Olunloyo has a history of stirring controversies, but at some point it stops being just Kemi being Kemi and starts becoming toxic. There is real baby involved here, a real mother, a real grandmother. You don't throw this kind of talk around and expect no consequences. This isn't just journalism. It's clout chasing at the expense of people's peace and privacy. So my people, this is the much we take on this. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. And as we come to the end of this video, kindly subscribe to my channel. Like, share and leave your comment in the comment section. I will see you in my next video. But before then, don't forget to stay safe, remain kind and mind your mental health. Bye and remain blessed.